What's up, man? It's SK, and here in this video, I'm going to give you a detailed overview of the Momentus compensation plan so that you can maximize it for your world ASAP. Can be very complicated. I'm going to make it as easy as possible. Try to get it done in 15 minutes or less. You're probably going to want to watch this multiple times. I can tell you one thing. If you're watching this video, you've already seen things like how to make $1,000 in your first 10 days. The August promotion of triple bonuses being paid for the next 5 days, where, I mean, you have the opportunity to make thousands of dollars real quick in just a matter of days. Unbelievable opportunities. And you've also seen the Momentus video, so you know what the energy products are, you know what DirecTV is, you know what the internet is, etc. So this should be a building block after you have your foundation settled. Then you come here to really understand how I maximize this incredible opportunity that's in front of us, okay? And let me just review real quick. Momentus provides essential services for homes. It provides energy products, which is gas and electricity. Provides TV, which is direct TV in the middle of your screen. And then it provides 4G internet access, okay? We are so far ahead of the curve on energy and gas and electricity, you can't even sell it in the majority of the states. And 4G internet access is only available in limited areas as well. That's how far ahead of the opportunity we are. How close to the bottom of this company you are. And we're just going to watch it explode, and you've just got to hold on to the ladder as we build the organization underneath you. Unbelievable opportunity. So here's the very, very, very detailed overview of the compensation plan. Your first step, once you get on board, okay, you say, SK, I paid my $299, or we handled the $299, we magically made that work for you because we're not going to let money get in the way. If the $299 setup is a problem, then you contact myself, or you contact Tavis or John, or you contact your upline and say, what do they mean by this we're not going to let money get in the way kind of thing? We want to build out the organization to 1,000 people in our downlines within a year. So we can have 20,000 customers in our organization that we're making a few dollars a month off of. And we will do it. And we're not going to let money get in the way. If you want the opportunity, you let us know. You talk to myself, you talk to Tavis, you talk to John, or you talk to your upline, and we are going to make this happen for you. Okay? So your first step, once you've joined, once you've got on board, you know, we've handled the $299, you got that covered, you've got your website up and running. If it's $19.95 a month, you have that piece handled. You took the test to get certified. I explained all this in a different video, and now you're ready to build your organization. First thing you have to do, okay, is build what's called your QMR code or your QMR house. Think of them like an organization. I'm building a little business. And this little business, the first few people that you put in here are very important because it's exciting and it's going to stick with you long term to make you a lot of money. So quickly, here we're just using myself as an example, Scott Kirkpatrick. Okay, right here I bring in rep 1. Okay, bring in rep 2, bring in rep 3, and then they bring in rep 1A, rep 2A, or rep 3A underneath them to build out my little code. I could extend it to go rep 4, rep 5, rep 6, etc. But I really want to put those in my next code, which is the SD code, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So in my QMR code, in my first little house that I'm building here, when I bring some rep 1 in, I get a mentor bonus or an M bonus of $100. Okay? Those reps in my first line, as soon as they get certified, which is passing their real quick test and set up their billing information for their website at $19.95 a month, they get an immediate bonus of $100, which is a product bonus, and I explain that later in the video. So just know this. If someone's paying the $299, okay, as a QMR, you're going to make $100 commission as a mentor bonus, listed on the screen as an M bonus. As soon as they go live and they pass their test and they get their website up, they're going to get another $100 back, their first commission for selling their first product, which happens to be to themselves in the immediate bonus. And that's the way your QMR code works. So you got 6 people here. Really want to build it where there's 3, and then with each person has 1 underneath them, because these first row that you put in here, you're going to get the benefit of a 25% check match once you achieve an RD status. So the way it works, you've got your QMR code, you build it out like this, the 6 people, you move on, you start building out your SD code. Once you've built your SD code, you move on, you become an RD. Once you hit that RD status, you start receiving a 25% check match for these people in your first row of the first house that you built or the first team that you built. 25% check match. So if you put somebody in here and a year from now they're making $5,000 a month, you are making $1,250 a month off that person, which is pretty exciting. Now you go to the next level. Okay, that second level, the person they brought in, once you hit your RD code, it triggers a 10% check match bonus with this people in your QMR code. So it's very exciting. You're not moving on the QMR code and leaving everybody and saying, hey, see ya. You're building out that organization. You want them to succeed. You want them to support them. We will drive them. We will give them recruiting. We will give them the training. We will give them the support that they need so that they can build a fantastic QMR house, because we have a 25% check match and a 10% check match. Now here's really crazy, is that the first people that they bring in, Rep 1A and 1B, that goes down another level where you get a 10% check match on them as well, which is fantastic. So let's just say for fun that all these people, it's 2 years from now and they're making $4,000 a month, you'd be getting almost $1,000 a month off each person. Okay, that's not true, but you get $1,000 a month off the first row, and then you get $400 a month off your second row, $400 a month off your third row, which would be $1,800 a month, free money just coming in because you helped get them set up. If that makes sense. Okay, very exciting opportunity. Now, once we've done the QR code, we want to move on to the SD code and start building this house. Your mentor bonus goes from $100 to $150 when you start building out your SD code, which is very exciting. Now when you personally sponsor someone, you're making $150 instead of $100, okay? And each person that you put in your rep here, as you're building out your SD code, your goal is to put 6 people underneath each of these reps. You want 4 reps that you sponsor, you bring in here with your mentor bonus. You get $150 a pop. And then they get 6 people underneath them. And when they get 6 people underneath them, if they sponsor someone, they get $100. You get 50 on top of that. So your goal is 28 people, 4 across the top, 6 underneath each one, because that is going to move you into the RD code. When you move into the RD code, it gets incredibly exciting because your personal sponsorships now earn you $250. When you mentor someone and you bring them in, you get $250 out of that $299, which is crazy, I know. So now, as you're building out your RD code, you look underneath you, now your bonus, your leadership bonus, becomes anywhere from 50 or 100 or 150 per person that comes in underneath you. Ultimately, once you've built out your RD code, or once you've become an RD, you want to build 4 RDs underneath you, and then you become an ND. So you can see Scott Kirkpatrick 1, Scott Kirkpatrick 2, Scott Kirkpatrick 3, Scott Kirkpatrick 4. So examples of what an RD organization looks like. 4 across the top, 6 underneath each person, which also coincidentally means each person has become an SD because they've completed their QMR code underneath them, if that makes sense. So that's your goal. That's the exciting opportunity, because this creates a factory of people for you to work with. And once you hit ND, you make $300 mentor bonuses for each person that you sign up. So in this level of Scott Kirkpatrick's, if you put 10 of them in, you'd make $3,000 right across your mentor bonus line, which is very exciting, particularly in a time like this where the next 5 days the company's paying triple mentor bonuses, which is almost impossible to believe. But we want thousands of people in this company ASAP. Energy becomes available September 9th. We want unbelievable growth over the next 2 weeks.